Alright, we're about to start this thing. I'm scared, bro. Welcome to another video. This video is what you guys have been waiting for. Today, we are finally installing the supercharger on the Corvette. So we are going from NA today. As you guys saw last video, we installed the meth kit, so this is all ready to go. Ready to be installed. We got the boost switch installed as well. Got the tank in the back, and we are ready to go. So we are no longer going to be NA. Get that cold air intake out of here. We are going boosted today. We got the whole trunk filled with everything we need in order to install this supercharger. Got the intercooler, piping, filter, oil catch can right there, some lines, some accessories. We got the 410 pulley I've been waiting for 3 weeks. Finally came in, so we finally got the 410 pulley. We got some spark plugs, coolant, the belt, and we are ready to rock. We got the blow-off valve. Got everything packed in the Corvette. We are ready to go. We're gonna go do it at Nick's shop. It has AC. It is 102 degrees right now, and my garage has no AC. And just sitting here alone doing the intro, I'm already sweating. Yeah, having AC working on this is gonna be so much better. So, packing up, going to Nick's shop, and we're gonna go ahead and get started installing the supercharger. So, let's close everything up, start the car for the last time, NA. Let's boost this thing. Let's start this thing. See that lightning strike? Oh my gosh. Let's get out and hear this chop. Oh! I am not sure if I got that. Alright, let's ride. And of course it's raining, why not, right? Oh! It is absolutely pouring. Well, perfect timing. Boom, bright line. Well, at least the rain has calmed down a little bit. We're almost at the shop. Well, we made it to the shop and we are ready to go. We are going to be changing from NA to boosted right over here. Check this out. Boom. So we got the blower here. We got the harmonic balancer, well, the extension here. That's going to go onto the crank pulley. Yeah, we're going to have to change this 3.3 to a 410, which is over here. Boom. So we're ready to rock. We got everything here as well. Spark plugs, the baro sensor, gaskets, and everything else right here. So we're getting started right now. What are we working on first?
Pull the air filter and then drain the coolant.
That's what we're doing first. Alright, so, and again, huge shout out to Nick for helping me out. If you guys need anything for your car, pretty much, what can't you do?
Nothing.
So there you go. You worked on a Camaro last weekend?
Yeah, I did a full rebuild on a
TS01. Oh, it's a TSB.
Yeah, here's some carnage.
So what happened to that motor?
Lifter blew up.
Oh, so did you do like forged everything, or?
We just did a head cam package.
Oh, heads cam. And by the way, he also did my heads cam package as well. So
a year and a half ago now?
I think it was, yeah. No, it runs strong, dude. Everything's great. This is gonna be the test right here. Here's the carnage. Was it an auto?
No, it was a manual.
Manual?
Lifter blew completely up.
Wow.
Previous shop over tightened some ATI bolts. It took a chunk out of the lifter bore.
Jeez.
I was able to re-hone the lifter bore and get it to move smoothly.
Wow.
But
oh, there you go. Oh,
yeah,
ouch.
Money.
That sucks. Well, we got it all taken care of. All right, so we're draining the coolant now. Yeah. Boom. Sway bar. Look at this steam. Oh, well, you guys can't see nothing. Alright, while he's working on, what are we working on, the steering rack?
Yep.
While he's doing that, one rookie mistake that I make sure we didn't forget anything to bring here, and the only thing I didn't bring was the wheel lock, of course. What we are doing over here is we're working on the blower. See if I can do this with one hand. There we go. Alright, so we're going to swap that out. Oh yeah, that's going to be on there. Alright, just like that, we got the pulley off. And now, we gotta put this one on, just like that. Just once we build the motor, we're gonna run this pulley right here. That's a spicy pulley right here. But we're gonna run the 410 for right now. Keep it conservative, hopefully safe. Alright, looks like the steering rack is unhooked. What's the update? Boom. Just like that. We also had to take the fan out, so the radiator fan is out as well. Got the fan over there. Alright, now we got some room to work with here. So we can get that crank pulley bolt out. Now we're pulling out the bolt. Just like that.
It's really loose.
Boom.
Stay.
Throwing on some red Loctite on the crank bolt.
And for the next person who works on it, which is probably going to be me.
So we got Nick's car over here. Look at this thing. Got a parachute. And then check out what's right here. Boom. Twin Turbskis. Look at that. Yeah, she's one bad machine. She makes some pretty good steam. High ram intake, twin turbo. Working on the Corvette. She kind of looks good on the lift. We just torqued the bolt down. We're putting the steering rack back in. Just like that. Boom. Now we got to work on the radiator extension hose. I'm taking out the screen right here. Inside the filter here, we got to take that out. We're one step closer to being boosted. We got the alternator off. So we're taking the water pump off as we speak. We have to take this off to put the water pump in that's in here, because the shape is different on this one. So we got to get this water pump right here, this big old thing, and we are putting that in the car. The sensor is also different on here as well. It's up here. Mine is over there. Another thing with the 2015s and up, according to the kit, you have to send your water pump off, or they have to send it to you to get you like a modified one. But thankfully he had his, and we can just use that. Nice. But this is the sensor I'm talking about. Boom. Versus up here. I think we're gonna have to extend this wire that is connected to the sensor. We're gonna have to extend it. This is a lot further in. That one's over here. And throwing the new water pump on. I'm over here gapping the spark plugs Nick is over here throwing the bracket on as we speak. So this is the idler pulley. And then after this, I believe we're throwing the tensioner right below it. And then the blower. Tidied up all the fuse box spark plugs. We are now throwing the supercharger on. Got both brackets on there as we speak. And we're throwing it on right now. Just like that. Look at that. Sheesh. Looking good. There she is. We got the blower on, threw on the spark plugs and the wires. Threw on the 3-bar sensor. Right there, just plug that in. You're good. We got the radiator hose extension on there as well. We are looking really, really good. I think the last things that we have to do, just real quick, is install the charge piping and the intercooler. And I think we're about ready for that first start. We might start it with the filter off to make sure it's not spilling oil. One thing that I did notice when I bought the kit, which he told me it was completely fine, but there was oil everywhere. Like, I had to clean all that out. There was dirt and gunk and oil everywhere, so we have to make sure that that blower is okay, and I'm really praying that that blower is fine. If not, I'm gonna have to contact that guy, but he told me it was fine. We're gonna find out. So he's taking that off because that has to give room for the intercooler to sit up in there. And just like that, it's out. How we looking?
More trimming, rough cut.
Yeah. Putting the intercooler in as we speak. Throwing in some of the charge piping. This one has the blow-off valve on it. It's gonna go in just like. There we go. Alright, I think we're getting close to the end here. We got the intercooler in, all the charge piping done, clamps tightened to those. We're just doing some extra little things right now to clean up everything over there. But she's looking good. So everything underneath we're pretty much done, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much done.
Yeah. We just gotta do a few things on top. We gotta do some of these lines. And we gotta connect this and do this check valve as well. After that, I think our first start is ready to go. This is pretty much the last thing that we got going on. We do have to put some coolant in, but everything is wrapped up and ready to go. We got the 3-bar installed. We got the MAF installed. Got the lines hooked up. Eventually, we're gonna have to run this to the meth kit. So once it reads a certain PSI, it will activate the meth and kick on. That is what that is for. Grand finale. Filling her up with some coolant. Everything is buttoned up, ready to go. I think we're ready for that first start, yeah? This is exciting. This is about to be so loud. Is this about to be loud? Dude, we're gonna leave it open, make sure everything's running right.
We haven't hooked up the feed line yet.
Alright, we are now throwing the tune on the car. It is ready to be installed. Before we go ahead and start the car, I want to show you guys a couple things. We got the check valve installed right here, connected to the hose. That's connected to this hose right here, so that's all taken care of. We've got the IET sensor, that's what this is. That's just sitting out here for now. I'm not gonna plug this in just yet because I don't really need it. Right now it's not necessary. Plus I have to drill into this intake manifold. I'll do that when I get home. Just take care of that later. So when you install the 3-bar sensor right over there, the 1-bar sensor plugs into this right here and you leave it into the atmosphere, so it's gonna be hanging out right there. I will just leave that, zip tie it out of the way. That's connected to the IET sensor and it's plugged into the MAF. Got that plugged in, that's all good. Got the charge pipe plugged up. There were 2 holes from the previous meth kit that was on it. I would have put the meth kit nozzles on there, but the holes were actually too big. So I have to fill it, do something, and that way I can run the nozzles from there to here, but we don't really need that right now since we just need the startup and driving tune. So right now I just got it plugged up. There's gonna be no vacuum leaks. Water pump is in. Last thing I want to show you is the oil distribution block, which is on this side. If you guys can see that right there, That is where the block is. It literally goes to the bottom of the engine block right there. It's so perfect. It's like it was built for that. So that basically feeds the blower, which is this feed line on top. And then there's a drain right there. So that's the drain right there. That also goes to that block on the bottom side of the block. So that goes to the bottom of the block right there. And that's all hooked up and ready to go. Another plus of that not self-sustaining blower, it gets fed oil from the actual block itself, is that if you overspin the blower, it's not as dangerous. If it's barely spinning over, it should be absolutely fine, which I think if I run the 3 pulley, it's overspinning it a little bit, but because it's not self-sustained, we should be fine. The drain is on the bottom, they both go to that block down there. That's another plus with having a setup like this. I had to move this ABS line out of the way. It is really close to this blower. I'm gonna have to probably readjust that, figure that out when I get home as well. It's not actually touching the blower. It may look like it, but it's actually not. There's like a small gap. I really want it more out of the way, like pushed down more. So that's done. This line, which goes to the blow-off valve, which is right in there. All the lines are good and hooked up. I had to plug up right there, and that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this first start going. Alright, we're about to start this thing. I'm scared, bro.
Hang on.
Alright, you ready?
Hang on.
Alright, here we go. I'm freaking scared, bro.
Oh, hang on. There's one more hold. Let's do it.
Here we go.